Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's Lee Van Dam here, and we're doing some more Awaken Chaos Era. We're going to start with some character reviews of the units that I'm going to be leveling up. And so I'd love to begin this series with the irresistible Santis. Now, just to give you perspective, we are 11 days in, so we have not been playing Awaken for a very long time. I've played games similar to this, namely Raid Shadow Legends, and so I'm going to be drawing comparisons from Raid to help me articulate what my plans are, and then we're going to check in, like I said, around day 30 and see how everyone's doing. So the characters that I'm leveling right now, they're all either 50 or very close to 50. That's the only characters I'm going to go over. If that changes because I pick up some cooler folks or some people that are better suited for my playstyle, I'll let you know. And we're going to go over them, and then I'm going to try to research things, find out their tier, and see if we're spot on as far as picking out some really good characters. I appreciate you coming by and hanging out with me. And let's go ahead and get started. So, Santis. Santis is a very, very cool character, and I believe she is part dragon. Was she? Nope, she is a dark elf. So, she's a dark elf, and she specializes in poison. Now, poison is a very very cool trait to be able to poison people. You've seen it in RPGs for forever. You've even started to see it in other games, such as Street Fighter V has Fong, who poisons. Guilty Gear has Testament, who poisons. And so, everybody has a good working knowledge of poison. It deteriorates you. It causes damage over time. And so, Santis having poison is something that's easily relatable. Now, the character that I think that Santis is close to in Raid Shadow Legends, well, there are two. One is Marksman, and the other is Occult Brawler. And there are some other legendary poisoners that I was not able to get hold of, but I definitely believe that she's very close to Occult Brawler. And so let's go over her skill set. Her passive, it's really, really cool. Basically, when you attack an enemy that's affected by poison, then you have an additional chance to apply another poison for 2 turns. So if they're already poisoned, it makes it easier for her to put a second poison on there, regardless of if her poison on the attack actually procs or not. She'll still try to put one on there. So sometimes you can end up with 2 poisons in one round. This is her basic attack, 80% damage to one enemy, and applies poison for 2 turns. So very easy. Her first special move, it deals 120% damage to an enemy, and it duplicates all poison effects affecting them onto another random enemy. So as you can see, it makes it really easy for her to spread poison around. And then lastly, we've got her ultimate attack, Void Descent. It applies deals 110% damage to all enemies, and it applies poison for 2 turns to all of them. It prolongs the duration of all poison effects on enemies by 1 turn. Okay, so this is kind of neat because the way that auto battle works, auto battle starts off with your ultimate. So her ultimate does apply poison, and then auto battle would go into the second attack, which has a cooldown, and it would try to duplicate the poison effects on enemies, and then she would be stuck trying to poison them with her basic attack. So she's actually built really well for auto battle because she will always try to poison the enemy if things go in order, and it's just going to be based on resistance. Now, she naturally has very, very high speed, and so the gear that I'm going to be trying to focus on getting for her is going to be gear that highlights speed and focus. Her damage is irrelevant because most of her damage is going to come from poison. So she's definitely a battle of attrition character. She's definitely one where you're getting her for single target kills, bosses, but she doesn't really care about raw damage. She just cares about how many times she can stack poison. So the sets you're going to be looking at are sets that I don't have a lot of, but Raider set is going to be good because it has speed, and then the Raptor set's going to be good because of the 20% focus. Focus is the stat that makes it easier for you to attach status ailments or have your effects proc. So we want poison to proc as much as possible. So what we'll be doing is we'll be transitioning gear to go into the Raptor set. As you can see, I don't have a whole lot of gear yet, but I think we can still manage to show her off. And so we're going to go ahead. This one is against the Flame Lizard. I believe I'm doing, I can't remember if I'm doing stage 8 or not, but this fight we have both poison and bleeding, and I think I should do stage 7, yeah. So you're going to see how much both bleeding and poison together can just obliterate a life bar, especially when you can stack them. And so Santis is faster, so she should get more poisons off, but we'll see. I can't. I think this fight it just shows how much damage over time can really do if it's allowed to shine. So we're gonna do the basic skill because we're trying to poison. All right, there we go. Okay, we're good now. Because we want to set the cycle to try to poison, and then if she uses her other skills, they should stack a little better. She should try to bleeding for him, but he's got bonus attacks on through the curse set, so he has multiple chances to bleed, which is pretty cool. Okay.
This world will be consumed.
Nice. So we got 2 stacks of poison again. Very nice. And it's just it obliterates life bars. Nice. That 10% just from the dots. Oh my gosh.
Is mine. Let the light shine within.
Just from the dots. So we have lots of scenarios where the dots just did 10% damage apiece. Just brutal. Just brutal. Love it. It's beautiful. I'm trying to level up her skills right now, and so you know, I've got some fights that are going, but you know, I'm going to do a review of the other guy that was hitting the bleeding on you, and that was
no prey, no
Helmar. I'll do a review of him soon. I think his kit is also set up really, really well from the jump in order to help make sure that you get as much bleeding tacked on as possible. But I appreciate you just hanging out with me, and you know, if you like this, throw me a like. If you haven't subscribed already, please do. But we're gonna go over all of the characters that I'm leveling up, talk about them, and try to use my experience from other games to figure out a plan that's gonna work well for them. And then we're gonna check on the plan at day 30 and see if I've been able to execute it. And so until next time, this is Lee Van Dam. You guys take care. God bless, and I'll see you later.